Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about scale factor, and basically what scale factor is the amount bigger or smaller that a shape is. Okay, so it's the ratio of any two corresponding lengths into similar geometric figures. Okay, so think about you had your similar figures, right? Similar figures are not equal, so one is getting bigger or smaller. So scale factor is the amount it is getting bigger or smaller. So you're always going to set up a ratio between the corresponding sides. This right here is huge. The new length over the original. New over original. Sometimes I like to write N over the OG. The new over the original, and then you just simplify it. So if you're going from a larger figure to a smaller figure, you will have a scale factor less than 1, because it is getting smaller. It is getting 1/2. It is getting 1/3. It is getting smaller. If you're going from a smaller figure to a bigger figure, the scale factor is going to be greater than 1, 2 times bigger, 15 times bigger, okay? So remember, original or new over original. I'm going to write that, new over original. So usually if we don't label it, so here it has original and then scaled, so it's getting smaller. But if we don't label it, assume the one on the left is the original and then the one on the right is the new, okay? From the original, from the original to the new, it is getting smaller. So we know that it's going to be less than 1. So what's the ratio of the side lengths? So again, corresponding. So you can do these ones or you can do these ones. I'm going to do the bottom one just because they're a little easier. So it's 2 over 8. Simplify that and you get 1/4. So the scale factor is 1/4. Okay. Also, if I did 1.5 over 6, 1.5 over 6, if you divide it, right, 1.5 divided by 6, you get 0.25, 1/4, same thing. Again, you can use either ratio. Any ratio, really, as long as it's the corresponding. So like I couldn't do 1.5 and 8, and I couldn't do 2 over 6, because that would have been 1/3. That is not. You got to make sure it's corresponding, the ones that match. Okay, so let's pick a set here. So we are going from the left to the right. So this is the original, and this is the new. So it is getting larger. And let's pick an easy, and again, pick an easy corresponding sides. Okay, so new over original, so this is going to be 4 over 2, which simplifies to 2. Again, it's greater than 1, larger. Great. Okay, scale factor going from the original to the new. Okay, corresponding sides. Okay, so we are going to do 24 over 8. And again, you can just simplify that and or divide it. And so 24 divided by 8 gives me a scale factor of 3. Okay, again, new over original. So I have my original and my new. Again, think about your corresponding sides. Okay, so 6 over 12 gives me 1/2 for my scale factor. Again, we're getting smaller, so that makes sense. Okay, so let's look here. Okay, we're getting bigger. So it'll be 10 over 5. Again, if the picture doesn't look perfect, just go with the numbers. Okay, 10 over 5. Again, you could have done 14 over 7. That would have been fine too. So our scale factor is 2. Remember, new over original. Okay, go ahead and try these next couple and go back to check the key. I'm going to do a few of the word problems. Okay, so basically you're going to set up a ratio and use the scale factor. Okay, so a model of a skyscraper is made from 1 inch to 75 feet. 1 inch equals 75 feet. What is the height of the actual building if the model is 19 2/5 inches? So 19 2/5 inches equals how many feet? Okay, so we can either set up a proportion, but we can also use our scale factor. Okay, so the new over the original. So we're going from... We have inches and we're going to feet, okay? So we're timesing that by 75, so we can, our scale factor is 75. So we can do 19 Okay, remember 2/5 is going to be 0.4. So you can do 19.4 times 75 is going to be, 1,455. Okay, so you can use your scale factor, or if you set up a proportion, how many feet? You can cross multiply, divide. So 19.4 times 75 divided by 100, you get the same thing. Okay, we want you to see it using the scale factor. Okay, so Salem and Eugene, Oregon are 64 miles apart. If the distance on the map is 3 1/4 inches, find the scale of the map. Okay, so they did not tell us on this one, so I'll have to come back to that one. Okay, so the engineer found the model for the bridge, again, is 1 inch equals 3 yards. We want to know what it would be for 50 yards. Okay, we want to know how many inches. So you can kind of see that new over original is going to be 1/3 of the amount, right? Because what times 50? So you can do 50 divided by 3 or times 1/3 is going to be 16 2/3. Again, you can also set it up like a proportion. Cross multiply, divide, and 50 divided by 3 is 16.6666, which 16 2/3 inches. Okay, so you can use your scale factor, set up like a proportion. Go ahead and finish the rest and then check the key.